Hello, intimidating yet ultimately trustworthy hero of legend. Welcome to the Music Shop. I'm your NPC Geno Boost, here to stuff your bags with so much game music that you will be several pounds too heavy and completely physically unable to move at all. So, just drop some of those gold bars, some of those legendary weapons that are weighing you down. I'll take them off your hands. GameChops recently sent over Rockman Bass, an intense collection of Mega Man 2 remixes from Apoplexia. Like any GameChops release, this one bumps hard. So I'll let their write-up explain just what's going on here. Apoplexia is a drum and bass producer and radio host from Montreal, Canada. Over the past 2 years, he's been working on this full-length Mega Man 2 drum and bass concept album. Hundreds of edits and revisions later, we are proud to release Rockman Bass. The album cover was also a collaborative effort, with architectural designer Irisin Adenom from Greece lending their talents to the cyberpunk cityscape based on Mega Man 2. Graphic designers Cindy Labrie and Chris Davidson completed the album design and typography. So, head over to GameChops or the album-specific page for Rockman Bass to hear this MM2 soundtrack craftily chopped up and remixed, such as this track, Quickman's Force Beam Abyss. Super Metroid, the game that taught me how great everything about video games could be. There's no replicating that again. Nor is there a way for Nintendo to replicate the sales success of other Nintendo franchises within the Metroid series. Sad pause. Well, at least Samus finally got some Metroid compatriots in this upcoming Smash Bros. At least. Garrett McPherson has created a haunting, moody tribute to the Super Metroid soundtrack, a game that is already quite moody and haunting, so he definitely nails the vibe, to say the least. Return to Zebes, music from Super Metroid, makes great use of live instruments, giving the entire album the perfect organic sounds that bring the living and dangerous world of Zebes to life. So, let's get into the most organic part of the game by listening to Garrett McPherson's rearrangement, The Jungles of Brinstar. Voodoo Lion blew me away the first time I heard his awesome game music remixes up on Bandcamp. This album has little to do with video games, but still hits my personal musical sweet spot with some of these chopped up Motown remixes. The Boy Who Believed is a love letter to my younger self, an instrumental project of beats made from the most memorable music of my childhood. This is an ode to everything and everyone that made me, and a metaphorical sonic doodle pad with which I've experimented with new genres, instruments, and techniques in my production. So dip into my mom and dad's music collections, the sounds of my favorite after-school cartoons, and the radio trash of the late 90s and early 2000s. Hashtag The Boy Who Believed. Voodoo Lion has a unique style with his beats that I always come back to. So this is definitely not one to be slept on, even if this is not quite within the realm of game music proper. Just make sure you check out Dude's Bandcamp page and grab all his albums, game music remix or not, and jam on this track, Nah. The Best Burger original soundtrack by Nathan Cleary is one of those albums that just gets better and better every time I listen to it. This soundtrack covers more genres than some 60-track AAA productions out there. The eclectic instrumentation on the album opener, Let's Bring the Party, is like a sample of the places Nathan Cleary is about to take us. Smooth jazz, hard funk, and plenty of just generally weird sounds and samples is just the tip of the iceberg here. Now, I haven't actually played the game Best Burger, the game of which this soundtrack belongs to. I haven't even actually seen footage of Best Burger, if we're being honest. But this album is absolute fire all by itself though. So combine that with a good game and you have a classic, a ready-made instant classic, my friend. The thing I love most about this album, which you will hear in a moment, is that I have never listened to a game soundtrack before and thought, is this Zap and Roger? So thank you, Nathan Cleary, for that. Now let's listen to the track that made me think that. This is Nathan Cleary's arrangement, Lenny's Load Up Groove, number 2. I'm glad to say that my man Nameless has dropped something for all of us here. Nameless Nation's new album, Beyond. It's been longer than I thought since I heard some new lines from Nameless. I guess this album is making up for lost time, since this album is filled with a variety of beats, rhymes, and even languages. Like, Nameless gets a fractal level of nerdy on this album. This is my latest project, an album that I dropped at the end of last month. It's a good eclectic mix of styles and vocals. All the beat production is done by yours truly. It's got something for everybody. Tracks in English, Spanish, and even German. Covers of songs by Nina Simone and Ani DeFranco. Bars and bangers. Since I've been thinking about Dragon Ball a lot since Super ended, and man, Super was so good, we are going to hear some from the Nameless Nation track, Spirit of Bombin, featuring Big Jake.
I can see right through you. When you look into my eyes, you can see right through me. Your spirit and my spirit connects into oneness. Super Saiyan transcendental. When I look into your eyes, I can see right through you. You look into my eyes, you can see right through me. Your spirit and my spirit connected to oneness. Super Saiyan transcendental. Spirit form complete. I am on my feet, reaching and praying high to the heavens, hearing soul speak. That's when I soar and peak. I'm blemished, no one can reach. The vessel contained by His perfection. Release this pure form of energy, bound together by indiscretions. Worldly cross manifested. My body's barred by transgressions, and headed high, I fight against the sky and declare an insurrection.
Thank you for watching. You can now subscribe to an audio version of this show via iTunes. For more videos like this one, please support me on Patreon at patreon.com/GenoBoost. Check the video description below for links to all of the albums shared on today's episode, and please support the artists.